Hello, this is Ramas from AVRAM Aerospace, and today we are visiting beautiful city Toronto Pearson International Airport. Behind me there is airport information tableau. For some people, this tableau serves to check aircraft departure or arrival. But for some, behind this tableau is hidden incredible, magnificent, magic world of aviation. What is magic about? Aircraft with people on the board is flying around the globe. From technical reliability side, all these flyings form aircraft age, flight hours, flight cycles, or as we say, aircraft utilization. That is why AVRAM Aerospace Airline Reliability Program Training homework number 1 is to build aircraft fleet utilization model. Now let's go back to our computers and do our homework. Build simple aircraft fleet utilization model. Thank you and enjoy the video. Let's go back to our computers and do our homework. Build aircraft or fleet utilization model. Here is quick agenda. And number 1, we are going to define what is given and what is outcome. Number 2, generate required AU fields and create draft AU model. And number 3, I'm gonna show you very simple QA/QC for draft AU model table. Now let's move to the first worksheet and define what is given and what is outcome. For one aircraft, we're expecting 4 average daily flight cycles. That monthly gives us 120. I think it's very simple to understand because I'm using the average 30 days per month. Now, what about fleet? In this particular example, I'm using this particular homework. I'm using 8 aircraft. It's going to be 32 for 8 aircraft, 32 average daily flight cycles, and monthly it's going to be 960. Based on this information, I'm gonna create 100, all these numbers, right? I'm gonna create 120 airport pairs. Now this was from operation side, but what about from a record side? Because AU is all about records, right? For this reason, first we need to identify time period. And in this example, I'm using 3 years. So for 3 years and 8 aircraft, average is going to be 34,560 records. 50% of this 34,000 is going to be 17,280. And after taking into consideration AOGs, delays, cancellations, A check, B check, C check, D checks, I made decision to build AU model based on 24,000 records. In your case, you can build 20,000, you can use 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. End of the day, it is your homework. Okay? Now, what is the outcome? Again, I'm trying to keep this very simple. For this particular example, this particular homework, we're gonna have only 6 fields. Number 1, date. Number 2, aircraft manufacturer serial number. Number 3, flight numbers. Number 4, departure arrival station. Number 5, flight hours. And number 6, flight cycles. So this is general given data. Now move to the next section and build our first table, airport pairs. But before we're doing this, before building, I'm gonna give you also some general information related the steps we are gonna follow, and then Excel functions that we are gonna use to build this AU model. As you can see, we are building this model in Microsoft Excel. So airport pairs 120, fleet 8 aircraft, total records 24,000. Start date, as I mentioned, we're gonna have 3 years time period, right? Start date is 2020 January 1st. For computer language, for MS Excel functions, they're using the numbers, right, for alphabet, for dates. So it is 43,831. End date is going to be 2022 December 31st, and computer language number is going to be, or Excel function number is going to be 44,926. Now, since we have here, okay, let me put it this way. We are going to create 3 tables. I'm not talking here about QA/QC, right? But we need to create 3 tables to get or to build our AU model. Number 1, we are going to define our flights, which is airport pair, based on airport pairs, right? Number 2, we need to transform it to our final table, AU model. And for this reason, I'm gonna build, I call it not transformation, but I call it bridge table. So we're gonna build a bridge table, and then the step number 3 is going to be final table with 24,000 records. Bridge table is going to have only 12,000 because we're gonna have 2 flights in one row, and then we're gonna split it, and then end result going to be 24,000. Anyway, it is very simple, and then you're gonna see it in a couple of minutes. Primary flight, I'm gonna use odd numbers from for initial or primary flight. It's going to be from 1 to 239. Our return flight is going to be even numbers, and it's going to be from 2 to 40. CHAR function I'm gonna use to generate our departure arrival stations. A is 65, it's a number, same as the date, right? And Z is 9904 for Excel function. For flight hours, to generate flight hours, I'm using RANDBETWEEN, and it's going to be from 1 to 7. For return flight, going to be I'm gonna use write function, ampersand. To generate the ampersand, I'm gonna use join text, and QA/QC, I'm gonna use pivot tables, pivot charts, and filters. It's actually very simple. Okay, now let's move to the next section and build our airport pairs.